In my lesson on harnessing the versatility of bar charts, I talked about the possibility of a bar chart to illustrate changes in proportions over time. But the most emphatic way to illustrate percentages is not with a rectangle, but a circle. Pie charts are the most common graphics used to illustrate proportions. The circle represents 100%, with wedges of the pie representing different parts of the whole. Now, Frank is continuing to prepare his report to secure a loan for his used car business. In his report, he wishes to break down the expenses that he devotes toward advertising, emphasizing not the dollar amounts, but the proportions of the whole advertising category within his budget. Frank's first attempt looks like this. He realizes that he needs to make several revisions, but notice that he does supply color to distinguish each wedge from the others. If your own document will not be printed in color, distinguish wedges with patterns or shades of gray. Frank clearly needs to supply labels so that we know what each wedge represents. But let's mention another matter first. Sources vary in their advice on the maximum number of wedges to have. Once you reach more than a few, consider how you might group small wedges into a category labeled Other. Here, Frank can take all of the wedges representing 1%, 2%, and 3% and group them into a category labeled Other. Now he can supply labels for these wedges. Also, with rare exception, labels for percentage values or raw values should be added for each wedge. When you create your own chart, double-check to see that the percentage values add up to 100%. To enable better comparison, Frank should order the wedges clockwise from largest to smallest, beginning at the 12 o'clock position. If Frank's purpose is to display how much he is spending on television ads, he can separate that wedge from the others for emphasis. After Frank supplies a title, he is ready to integrate the chart into his document. A visual display of proportions can emphasize the support of your message. By following tips in this tutorial, you can display cleanly prepared pie charts to enhance your message.